I used to come to the United States to visit my family, you know. I came several times.
Is the
I,
recording light on?
yes, it is.
Good.
So I came here in 1986 to stay, and I started working in a bar, in several jobs.
Mhm.
Then I started working at the libraries, you know, Gilbert Public Library and Elgin Community College
About what year
Library.
was that? About what year was that?
That was in 1994.
Okay.
That was in May at the Gilbert Public Library and August at the Elgin Community College. Once I started there, I was invited, pushed
Right.
to go for my master's degree in library science by my former boss Jack Wise. So I decided to go to to get my master's degree, and I got my master's degree. I started working as a reference librarian. Then with the time, I was made archivist.
Okay.
And then I started taking some courses about archival issues, and now I have been there for 26 years.
And this is at the Elgin Library?
Elgin Community College Library.
Okay. And you handle all the archives for the college?
That's right.
Okay. And at what point did you become aware of the COVID-19 virus?
Uh, from the first day that I read about the virus in China.
Was that at the beginning of the year, beginning of 2020?
Yes. Yeah. I think that was in January, something like that.
And did you think it was serious?
Yes, I did.
Right from the beginning?
I thought that it was serious.
Yes.
In the moment that China took the measures to insulate that region, I knew that it was serious. I know what's a virus. You know, we have the aviar virus and other ones, and I know what's a virus. So I knew that was serious.
Did you experience any major viruses before this in your lifetime?
I didn't experience. I never got sick, but I hear and I read about two previous pandemics.
And when you became aware of the COVID in the early part of this year, did you start to take any precautions, or did you just follow it in the news?
No, I just follow the news because there were no cases here. But I start thinking, when are we going to do something to kind of to avoid the virus coming here?
And when you started to wonder what protocols are going to go forward, or what people were going to be done, did you discuss that with your family members, or did you discuss it with colleagues at work?
I college with both family members, you know,
okay,
church members, colleagues at work, you know, because I was reading about what was happening in Europe, right. You know, that kind of regions, and it was very, very serious. Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. And did you come in contact, or do you know of anyone that contracted the COVID virus?
No, I don't know a single.
No family member here or in Mexico?
No, I don't know nobody with the virus.
And once the virus got more serious, did you start taking precautions?
Yes, we kind of like start keeping the social distancing, you know, no gloves, no mask until March 14, 15 that it was declared a pandemic here in Illinois. So that's when we closed the school, and that's when we start taking I start taking all the precautions.
And once the school closed, I understand that it closed for spring break on March 12th, and then you had a week off, and then you
it was before spring break
that you started taking precautions.
That the school closed.
Oh, okay.
That was before.
Okay, and then once the school closed, it hasn't opened up again.
Nope, limited.
Limited.
Yeah.
And are you still employed by the school library?
Yes, I am.
And you work remotely?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I go to the archive, but
okay.
Totally safe because I'm the only one in the whole library.
Okay.
And of course, to get in, I have to wear my mask.
Okay.
Once I'm in the office, I take it out.
Okay. And what about, do you have family in Mexico?
Yes, I do.
Do they have any concerns about the virus?
They are very concerned and they are taking a lot of precautions. They are following all the protocols to avoid that virus.
Does in the region where your family lives, has anybody contracted or died from COVID?
The region, yes.
What region is that?
Well, like I have family in several regions.
Oh.
But we don't know anyone personally that contract that.
Good. That's good. And has anybody told you any stories of people that they know that got the virus?
No. All my friends, family, they don't know nobody that contract the virus, the COVID-19.
You mentioned before that you go to church. Do you have a meetings as a congregation, or do you have the meetings remotely through Zoom?
Well, we used to have meetings in the congregation, but after March,
no,
just services online.
Online, so the services.
And then I go every other Friday to clean the church.
Yeah.
But 2-3 people, wearing masks, and that's it.
And how the COVID virus and the pandemic here in Illinois, has it affected your income? Has your income been reduced because of the pandemic?
No, I'm just keeping my regular salary.
Okay. Did anybody in the school system or in the library lose a job or got downsized?
No, everybody's getting their salary.
Okay. And what do you think is going to be the long-term outcome of this pandemic?
Well, it's hard to say because we don't know how the virus is going to behave. Oh, but there's variables. If they get with a vaccine in October, that will be another way to do things. Mm-hmm. If there is no vaccine, as today, right, we will have to live a new normality. That will be wearing masks, keep your distance, wash your hands often, avoid parties, avoid going to restaurants, movies, Yeah. That's what I'm foreseeing.
Do you think that the state of Illinois followed proper procedures to prevent the spread of COVID?
Yes, I think that our governor is doing a good job. Unfortunately, the solution is on the citizens. They are the one that can control it by following the protocols.
And have you noticed any particular age bracket that doesn't follow the protocol?
I have seen old people and young people not following the protocol.
And you've been maintaining quarantine since the school closed?
Sort of.
Okay, but you do go out.
Yes, I do.
Are you fearful to come in contact with people when you go out?
I'm not fearing to come in contact with the people, but I don't get close to people that is not wearing mask.
Right. So that's a change in your behavior.
Yes, no hugs, no nothing, no contacts at all.
Okay.
Elbows.
So you foresee this as being the new normal going forward?
As long as we don't have a vaccine,
right?
Yes, it's not going to be the same.
Now you told me your opinion of how the state of Illinois handled the situation. What's your opinion of how the federal government handled the situation?
You know, comparing with other countries, the federal arches, they deny the gravity of this pandemic. Mm-hmm. They never believed that there was a pandemic. They thought that it was just a virus like the flu, and it will disappear by itself. Yeah, they didn't take the proper precautions. Right. They didn't advise people properly. They didn't hear the signs. They did not hear the specialists. They were in complete denial. So I will give you -5 to the how they behave in front facing this situation.
Okay. Okay, and thinking about the future, you don't see a very bright future with this situation.
Bright future for who? For
yourself, your neighbors, the students at school.
Well, it has to do with two things. First, with this leadership, there is no future. Second, if they don't find a vaccine for the virus, I don't see a good future, bright future. And also, if they create a vaccine and they don't know how to distribute it properly, there's no. Probably, I'm sure that this government, the federal government, is totally inadequate to face any crisis.
So is there anything that you would like to say that we haven't touched on?
The federal government should take responsibilities in how to face this epidemic. And they need to stop denying it, because so far there is 150,000 deaths, and we're the worst in all the world. So yes, I would like the federal government to take responsibility about this.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to thank you for taking the time out to contribute your thoughts on this situation. And if there's nothing else, then I thank you, and we'll close the meeting.
Very welcome, Tony.
Thank you very much, Armando.
See you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.